What does it take to be the best? Do I have to work twice as hard as everybody else? Nah, just 1%. In this video, we're going to learn about the power of accumulative advantage, how 1% improvement can make you the winner, a case study on hyperdominant species from the Amazon, and the winner takes all effect. And with that, let's start today's video. The Amazon rainforest is one of the biggest ecosystems on planet Earth, with scientists having recorded over 16,000 different tree species. Now, out of these 16,000 different tree species, scientists have recorded 227 hyperdominant tree species. Now, what's interesting about these hyperdominant tree species is that they represent 1.4% of the total species in the forest, and yet they dominate over 50% of the total area in the forest. Now, I'm not interested in trees. What I'm interested in, what causes this hyperdominance by 1% of the trees to cover and dominate the 50% of the entire forest. And scientists have recorded this phenomena as the accumulative advantage. So cumulative advantage refers to a phenomena wherein a small advantage gets larger and leads to a bigger advantage over time. You only need a slight edge to start with, and if you use your situation right and if you play your cards right, that slight edge will lead you to a situation of hyperdominance. And let me help you understand with the help of an example. Let's take the example of two plants growing side by side. Now, when plants are growing together, they are competing for similar resources, and these resources are soil, water, and sunlight. Now, imagine one plant is able to stretch just a little bit taller or just a little bit wider, which enables that plant to get a little bit of more sunlight, a little bit of more expansion and absorb that water, and a little bit more expansion in the roots to get more soil. Now, this little bit of advantage leads to a little bit of energy, which in turn helps the plant the next day to get a little bit more wider or taller or absorb a little bit more sunlight or water or soil, which keeps repeating itself, and this advantage compounds over time and leads this plant to a bigger and better situation wherein it actually just clearly dominates the entire competition. But wait, there's more, and from this already accumulative advantage or advantageous position, the plant is able to reproduce better. Because it's able to reproduce better, it's able to replicate that model across a wider span of area, which is exactly in the Amazon rainforest. Only 1% of the entire species is dominating more than 50% of the forest. This tiny insignificant advantage on the surface and in that moment, while it seems insignificant, leads to a greater result. 1% advantage here leads to over 1000% difference in the end result. And see, something similar happens in our lives. Humans also compete for similar resources. For example, politicians compete for the same votes. Businesses compete for the same potential client. Athletes compete for that same gold medal. And the television shows that we like compete for our attention. Now, the difference between the two that we choose or wins can be razor thin, but the individual with a significant advantage wins and enjoys massively outsized rewards. For example, imagine two women swimmers and they are competing for an Olympic gold medal in an Olympic event. One swimmer might be 1/100th of a second faster, and yet she will get the entire gold medal, right? 10 businesses pitch a potential client, but one of them wins. 10 political candidates might stand up in an election, but only one of them will win the most votes and hence get the position, right? And this situation where one individual wins and enjoys massively outsized rewards is called winner takes all effect. To be precise, situations in which small differences in performance lead to massively outsized rewards are called winner take all effects. Now, it's a good thing that everything in life is not a winner take all competition, otherwise. But the thing is that anything and any area in life that's affected or partially affected by limited resources such as time and money is more or less a winner take all effect. And see, that's not the end of story. What happens after winner takes all effect is winner takes most, and that's the actual scary part. Let's go back to our original example of two swimmers, right? Now that the person who won has won, she won because of a minute advantage she was able to achieve over the competition, and that's what led her to win. Now, after this win, what happens is winner takes most. So let's draw conclusions of what's going to happen after. She's won, she's at the podium at the first position, and she's talking about, hey, I have won, demonstrated competence. Now what is going to happen next? She's going to get sponsors. What's going to happen after she gets sponsors? Sponsors mean more money. More money means better gear and equipment. Better gear and equipment mean better training. Better training means better performance. Better performance means a bigger chance of winning, and that cycle keeps continuing, keeps repeating itself, and that's exactly what's the scary part. Winners keep on winning, and this is the reason why, because 1% advantage leads to winner takes all effect, and then winner takes all effect leads to winner takes most effect. That's why the 1% of the world own 45% of everything there is to own, and then the remainder of the people own whatever's left. I mean, 1% of the world owns 45% of our planet, imagine. And the best part about this entire thing is that now that you're aware about the accumulative advantage, you can actually use it. See, combine the knowledge of this accumulative advantage and the Pareto principle that we discussed in the last video. These two topics, if you're able to actually understand them in depth and then apply both of these concepts in your life individually, is going to remarkably improve your life within the span of 6 months. And this is one of those information and one of those pieces of information that everyone should be taught in general, in school or everywhere. I think everyone will benefit when they actually start seeing these trends, that yes, these things happen. Because when I talk about you having to improve yourself, or when I say that you need to do things, or when you think that you need to do certain things to improve or win, what you need is, you don't need to work twice as hard as the competition. If someone's putting in 4 hours, 5 hours, you don't have to do 10 to beat them. All you need is 5 hours and 5 minutes, or like 5 hours and 10 minutes. And that little bit of advantage compounds over time, and that's exactly where you'll be able to harness winner takes all effect, and then from winner takes all effect you'll lead to winner takes most effect, and you will transform your life. See, what I'm saying is, you don't need to be twice as good, twice as effective, twice as productive to be the best. Marginal efforts and incremental performance leads to massively outsized rewards. Apply this, apply the 80-20 rule, apply the accumulative advantage, and see the difference in you. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked the video. Like the video, comment on the video, and share it with at least 3 of your friends. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon. And this is Revit, bringing you quality content on education and making sure that you have the right information to truly live your life to your best potential. And with that, guys, I will see you next time. You can also follow me on Instagram. My username is Itish Chaitanya, and this is Chai signing off. I will see you next time.